morning. Welcome to the Real Stuff podcast. Today is Friday, and on Fridays we normally have Poetry Corner. No exception today. Thank you, listeners and viewers, for tuning in. I hope you have a grand time. This morning, my other co-host, Courtney, will be a bit late, but we have with us my other co-host, Max Renette, or Max. And we also have Beverly, who is a guest co-host and will be a guest co-host this morning also as we go through the Belizean Poetry Fest. What I would like this morning, we are going to do it like how we do our one-shot running poetry, where we just read poems after each other, keep going.
Yeah.
But the first time you are up, I want you to say something about where you are from in Belize. So our listeners over time will get to know more about Belize. We just want like probably 10, 15 seconds of that.
Okay.
But at least it will tell us different places in Belize and the different people and all that. So I'll go over to Bev now.
Okay, thanks, Flavors. Good morning, Belize. Good morning, Jamaica. Good morning, world. And thanks to all our listeners worldwide who'll be hearing this podcast later on today. I am Beverly Marin. I'm a retired librarian, currently in Belize City, in the country of Belize. We are in the middle of the Caribbean and Central America. So we're at a dynamic tourist travel spot. So I love gardening, poetry, and meeting people. So later on today, we'll have some more poets joining us to share their poems and talk about Belize. And we are the only English-speaking country in Central America. So that's something about Belize. I know we have, go ahead. So I'll do my first poem now, entitled Mothers. Mothers are our main, go ahead. You talking to me, Favors?
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay, all right. Mothers. Mothers are our main caregivers, despite if you are 5, 15, 25, or 55 years old. Mothers are teachers, playmates, cooks, doctors, gardeners, mechanics, and so much more. Mothers are the first person we see when we open our eyes to this cold world and we are hit on our butt after being plucked from the warm, comfortable cocoon of her body. Mothers are the only one who will always support, encourage, lecture, guide, and love you just when you need it. Mother will give you her last piece of food so you can be satisfied and she will not complain while she does without food. How can you not love your mother? Mothers are the first one up at 5, to get the kids ready for school, make breakfast, iron, clean the house, whatever is there to do. And she's the last one to go to her bed after everyone is asleep, folding clothes, getting ready for tomorrow. Mothers often do not take proper care of themselves while she takes the best care of her family, parents, friends, and even strangers. Am I right or not? Mothers plan, execute, and clean up for everyone's birthday regularly, but no one can plan for her birthday for her. Why is that? That is one of the reasons why our mothers are greatly appreciated and loved even long after they're gone. Why do mothers only get a breakfast in bed one day on Mother's Day? That is the only time she's allowed to rest until everyone wants breakfast. And up she gets and gets her breakfast. The meals have to be cooked, kids taken care of, house clean, and there goes her Mother's Day. What are you doing for your mother today, or for the mothers in their life? Happy Mother's Day to all mothers. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Can we call on Yeah, go ahead, Flavors.
I
Go
think
ahead, Flavors.
we're having a little glitch.
Yeah.
Flavius will come right back in shortly. Flavius, there you are.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Okay, he may not have come back in quite yet.
Okay.
Okay, so who's the next poet that's going to read?
I guess next one is Ava. Ava can read now.
Oh, okay, go right ahead.
So I was trying to find a page of one which would put it in context, but my family is from PG area. Right now I'm in the Cayo district. I grew up in the States, and I was trying to find my poem that puts that piece in context, but my computer is moving real slow. So I've been all over. I lived in Dangriga for a little bit when we first arrived, and now we're in Cayo. So that is my Belizean American experience. And let me pull up the one that I did find. This piece is called Sister at Your Service. I am sorry to my sisters for the complaints that I missed, the soft words I never spoke, the apology letters I never wrote. I am sorry to the sisters I never met, to the sisters I borrowed from but never paid my debt. I'm sorry to the sisters I failed to pray for the hungry sisters I broke bread with and did not pay for. I am sorry to the sisters that I never shared the truth with, to the ones I watched struggle but never revealed their spiritual gifts, to the sisters who saw my fringes but never the Most High's heart. I'm sorry if I was like the fig tree, the Messiah condemned and tore apart. I am sorry to my Old Testament only sisters because I never showed you Christ active in my life. So sorry to the sisters I failed to prepare to become a wife. I am sorry I was too busy or preoccupied with my own stuff. I did not realize that saying shalom, shalom, or hello was just not enough. I'm sorry for all the times I failed to be the Titus 2 mother. Instead, I said I would pray for you and pass you on to someone other. Let another sister do it, I thought. She is not assigned to me, but the Most High called me into women's ministry. I am sorry I was too tired to listen to your cries. Sorry I was too unconcerned with all your problems to ask all the wise. So sorry I let you fall prey to all the lies. Sorry for the sisters I let fall victim to pastors in disguise. I am sorry that I watched you stumble and did not break your fall. I'm sorry being my sister made you feel backed against the wall. I'm so sorry if my ministry caused you any misery I never intended. Sorry if the things I said caused you to feel offended. I am sorry that I failed to be the sister you needed me to be when you needed me. I'm sorry that when you were blind, I failed to help you see. But this poem is much more than an apology. It is my call to action. I want to be the sister the Almighty made me to be to his satisfaction. So from this day forward, I make a vow to be a sister at your service whenever you need me to be. I will listen and pray for you when times get deeper, and I will no longer be a sorry sister because I am my sister's keeper.
Wow.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Wow.
I love it.
Powerful. Love it.
Love it. Powerful.
Beautiful.
Really powerful.
Ninja, we'll move to you now.
Okay, thank you. And thanks for this chance to share my work. I'm reading from the book 10,000 Steps Against the Tyrant, which came out a couple of months ago. I'll read two short poems from the section, The Mother of the Pandemic. Torch. The flame may seem fragile, small, almost nothing at all. But as you carry it from room to room in the dark, the bobbing, flickering wick lights up mind and heart and gives hope. And the sun is waiting around the corner of morning to come on stage, to rise. And this other short poem, The Walk. I must trust us, know that you are there, that we are together, that we're going to be patient and confront this plague and conquer it with intelligence, faith, and compromise. That destiny leads us and the future will flourish again with flowers carried in the hand from my house to yours as in that Saturday when I dropped the rules of my work and walked in the open air to visit the florist and the square by the church, before continuing my way to look for you in your neighborhood before the curious stares of neighbors. This gentleman, whom we have seen seated in an armored sedan, who walks on the street, a common man, a human being, roses in hand. That's it. Thank you very much. A couple
Thank
of
you.
poems from 10,000.
Thank you, John.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Max?
Oh, you wanted me to read?
Yeah, you
Yes,
were
please.
co-host. Must.
Bless us, please.
Oh.
Definitely.
Max is a poet, you know. So I'm
I
the only
thought we were
non-poet.
just, I thought we were just doing the poets from Belize.
No,
Yeah, but you're co-host.
Caribbean.
You have
Oh, well, you
privileges.
caught me off guard.
Mhm.
Okay, well.
It's a full Caribbean experience today.
Oh, yes.
It is.
I'll grab something here. Okay, let's see. I'm Max Fournette, a poetess. For those who do not know me, I am a published poet. I was born in Brooklyn, New York. My parents are both from Jamaica. Poetry is in my DNA, actually. I've been writing my first haiku at the age of 5, and I haven't stopped writing yet.
Wow.
So, poetry is in my blood.
And your
pretty
mother
much.
was a poet.
Yeah, mommy was a poet. I'm redoing her, publishing her book as we speak. I'll find something short here. The uniqueness of you. I have a book published here, Poetry Language of the Soul. You probably can't see it with the background. It's on Amazon. Okay. The uniqueness of you. Your words, your presence, your very essence causes my soul to speak in a language I thought I forgot. You stimulate my cranium, overloading me in this millennium, causing my third eye to see the realness of you. A sense of care, wanting and needing you near, combining of our energies into a powerful oneness, baffling the universe with our ultimate perfected union, the uniqueness of you. Thank you.
Wow.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Let's see.
So keep it going, Bev.
I love the dynamics of it. Okay. I'll follow Max. This one is entitled My Lover. Of course, I guess I need to do my plug for my poetry book, Peer Published Poets in Belize. So this is In the Name of Lovers, also on Amazon. Thanks for the reminder, Max.
Nice.
My lover.
That was just a thought.
My personal lover. You are embedded in my spirit, my DNA, now and forever. You are always on my mind, in my bed, my heart, my very soul. Your touch makes my heart soar to the highest pinnacle of Mount Everest and higher. Time spent in your presence flies by so quickly as we discuss stories untold. Laughing, dancing, cooking, reading, whatever we do, it just makes the day go by faster. We don't need the clubs, streets, alcohol, or outside distractions to entertain us as we entertain ourselves. Our fantasies might be strange to others as we plan and discuss our farm, plans, grandkids, world history. Whether we are roaming the hills of Cairo in Belize or St. Thomas in Jamaica, swimming in Dangriga at the bar mouth or at the Ochoria Falls in Jamaica, you've got me and I've got you forever and ever. We can be anywhere in the world and we will be together. We can enjoy the riding tours at the Spice Farm in Toledo, Belize, or Central Farm tours in Cairo. And we look forward to our trips in Paris, Egypt, Jamaica, Africa, and beyond. The books we will write about will give our varied experiences, whether we are in Jamaica, Belize, Paris, or New York. Thank you for being my advisor, friend, chauffeur, guide, life partner, in this world and beyond. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
Let's keep it going.
Indra?
Sister
Abba,
Hava.
Yeah, Abba.
Okay,
Yes,
Abba.
right now. I found the poem and I'm just trying to get back to it right now. All right. All right. Let me open it again. There we go. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess born to a great king. She had a mommy and a daddy. She loved her family. The king's daughter was special, just like you. Reading books was her favorite thing to do. Her mommy and daddy read her books. She loved to hear them read. The words grew in the little girl's mind just like a seed. She grew up to write books and traveled around the world. Then she found out she was born a Belizean girl. She come home to Belize where her daddy was born. She put on her listening years to learn to speak Creole because that was the norm. Uh-huh. You want to know something? That girl she meet, a story true. So when I come by and play for you, don't tax me hard, I Belizean too. See, God made me, he treasure. God made you, God made me. Our Heavenly Father, he the King of Kings. Exodus 3:14 say, God tell Moses he named Ahaya Ashar Ahaya. That mean I be who I be. Uh-huh. Sound like the great I am speak Hebrew and Creole. That good enough for me. Me no look like your sister. Me no talk like no girl in your family, but the queen no look like Nunita and she all over your money. No matter where you come from, girl, no matter where you're born, boy, we are treasures. You understand? You want to know why? We are royalty, you and me. We the sons and daughters that come from kings and queens. They don't teach us that in no school. We don't look like no book we read. Or no look down on us for how we look and how we talk and how we look. You want to know some? The Most High, him look just like you and me. Uh-huh. Wanna understand? Read the 28th chapter of Deuteronomy. The drums of my father called me to come home to the land of the free by the Carib Sea. Our manhood we pledge to thy liberty. No tyrants will linger, despots must flee this tranquil heaven of democracy. The Most High sent me. So if you see me go so and walk about the town, just bid me time of day. Tell me welcome home, girl. No look at me like I know straight. You born in Belize, I Belizean too. We're brothers and sisters in this Grigga town. Christ look like us, man. The Bible say him black unto the ground. So when you see me walk about on demand, remember this day like it your birthday. The day me read from this Bible the words of Isaiah 61. This what them say. The Spirit of the Most High God is upon me. He anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted and to proclaim liberty to the captives and the opening of the prison to them that are bound, to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord and the day of vengeance to our God, to comfort all that mourn, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified. Bruh, sis, we the sons and the daughters of the Most High God, the Bible no lie. Now repeat after me. Say, I am treasure. God made me that way. Now give thanks to the Most High God and Garifuna and say, Sarah way.
Wow.
Beautiful,
Wow.
beautiful.
Wow. Respect.
Wonderful.
All praise to the Most High. Thank you.
Indra?
Thanks for joining us, Courtney. We see you there.
Welcome,
Welcome,
Courtney.
Courtney.
Again? Yes,
Go ahead.
I'm
Indra.
here. Yeah, sorry about being late, but I had an appointment.
Yeah,
Quite
yeah,
all
we
right.
understand.
Will you be reading with us today, Courtney?
Now I'll just sit back and listen.
Okay. Please continue, Brother Idran.
All right. I'll read a name from 10,000 Steps. This one is called Late Night Olive Oil. And that's to do with a poem from my mother, who is a character, who is a figure throughout the book. Late Night Olive Oil. Let us put the letters and fears and boiling emotions on the page, Mummy. Why did you go to the kitchen stealthily, without a word to your sleeping son, without your walker, to find the large bottle of olive oil, to pour it on the table and floor, to fill a small vessel which you meant to carry back to your room, as if nobody would notice, until you called my name, because you could not negotiate the rest of the way from dining table to bedroom, vessel in hand, without cane or walker. I write to atone for my flailing words, saying, never, never, never again. The kitchen is prohibited. Your mania for oil in the hair is prohibited. The stealthy, mischievous, childish, truant foray into the darkness with a torch in hand, which you forgot on the countertop, all of this is prohibited. Your losing memory and control are prohibited. These words are prohibited. Decline and death are prohibited. It's late night, olive oil. Thank you.
Wow, thank you.
Thank you.
Brother Adrian, I'm just curious, if I may. Are you into theater by any chance?
I grew up acting in school, but I gave it up when I went to university, you know.
No, you didn't. Because I could hear it.
It's still there.
Still there.
Very,
I can hear
Edgar
it.
Allan Poe. They have an
Edgar Allan Poe, Shakespeare. I can see you just really just, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Love it. You have that
Thank you.
voice and that, wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, I guess it's my turn. Did we lose Courtney? I think we did.
Yeah,
Okay, hopefully he'll come back. I'm going to read a piece. I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to do it from my from my mom's book. You can't see. You can't. Oh, The Unlimited Mind.
Yeah, Unlimited Mind. Yeah.
She wrote this in 1983. So this was published then. And my sister and I helped her put the book together. I had to take it apart, but it's in the works. She has a poem called The Apology. I apologize for the mistakes that I made. I apologize for the headaches I thought I created. The faults not only on your behalf. I will take responsibility for my half. I want to tell you, I will not hurt you again, but I'm not sure if I can. I want to say the mistakes were unintended. Consciously, I was not aware. Maybe sometimes I didn't care. We have passed the slipping stage of love, my dear. A question has been plaguing my mind, and it has been for a very long time. Where did we go wrong, and why so long? We acted as if we didn't belong. I apologize to make things right, not wrong. Thank you.
wonderful.
Beautiful.
That's it.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Words still ring true this decade as they did then.
Exactly. So
Amazing.
true.
It's something going through her book. It's deja vu-ish and timeless. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so
On to
who's
you, Bev.
next? Bev, it's you.
Okay, it's back to me again. Okay. This one is entitled Love, Laughter, and Smiles. How do you feel after you've participated in your millionaire Zoom meeting and was not able to see the faces of the other participants, but can hear someone's radio in the background, the school program, or someone whose phone have a very high feedback? How successful do you feel with your various projects you are working on during this quarantine pandemic? Whether it's perfecting your culinary skills, cleaning up your cluttered storage, personally planting and maintaining your plants as you teach the other generation how to sustain themselves. How do you enjoy spending so much quality time up close, personally, day in, day out, with your partner, children, grandchildren, nieces, and be able to share your detailed experience on social media as never before? How many educational self-help have to read books have you completed this year? Or are you just sitting mindlessly snacking on the couch in front of the TV? What are you doing today to improve your life? How many cakes did you bake? How many poems did you write? How many books did you complete? How many friends did you reach out to? call, advise, or support. Since we have the best technology and we are open to the global platform. Are all your pots, pans, and stove shining? Cabinets neatly cleaned and organized alphabetically? Rooms painted? Your yard planted out to every inch of the sun that you have available? How many documentaries in different languages with captions on did you learn something from? How many family did you entertain over the global platform since we cannot be face to face? Which is the hardest part of the self-isolation did you endure during this pandemic? How many recipes have you improved on? How many jams and jellies did you make with different kinds of foods wherever you are in the world? How many virtual meetings have you contributed to positively? Or were you just shopping on the phone while in that Zoom meeting? Were you listening to the host? Because your attention was divided. When you have a creative, intellectual world, but when you have a creative intellect and live in a fantasy in your brain, you are able to overcome lots of challenges, real or imagined, and see the world through the view of a glass half full. You can mentally encourage and support others despite wherever they are in the world. They can be in a Caribbean country or in a cold country, but you can call and empower them with what they're doing. Please stay home if you can. Use your mask if you have to go out. Practice social distancing. Keep your hands clean and sanitized. And let's keep the faith. Be kind to each other. Share what you can with the less fortunate. Dance when you get the chance. And give away smiles and love since we can't hug anymore. I miss my hugs. Do you? Love, laughter, and smile. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Love it. Love it.
Sister, there's someone here named Bella. Bella, are you going to be reciting? You see you there? If you're gonna if you unmute your mic, if you're gonna recite for us. If you're just watching, that's okay too. Okay, we're gonna continue with Sister Ahava.
Okay.
Go right ahead.
So this one is called Single Sister Story. Let me take you on my walk through my single world. Inside my mind, my life, my journey as a single girl. I am a single mother from another single mother looking for a man with a plan who would be the one who would reach me and teach me the meaning of love. It wasn't daddy. At least not biologically speaking. He was never in my life because he had a wife, and when he met my mother, he was creeping. They say I look like my daddy, but I wouldn't know because I've never met him. I spent the life searching for a trace of his face in every man that I met. When I see a tall, handsome man, especially one with a light complexion, my mind begins to rewind as I think I see my daddy's reflection. I think one single thought in my single mind in less than 3 seconds. Is he single? And then my mind starts guessing. I've been settling for less for years because I asked the wrong questions. My single ears were open and listening for the so-called love every man I met was confessing. I tried young, I've tried old. I've even tried a few twice just in case. I think I thought when they broke my heart the first time, maybe it was just a mistake. I've been raped, I've been beaten, and even sexually abused by the man who said he loved my mother. Okay, so now I'm confused. Since when does love hurt? I'm young, but I think it does not make sense because every single man who said he loved me just hurt me in the end. I've heard love is a verb. Well, it needs to be conjugated because all the love I've ever seen in the past has been very much overrated. That's how I used to be. But thank God that's not the end of my story. And my latter days will be greater than my former, and I give God all the glory. I got up from the bed of another man who said he loved me. I don't even remember his name, and I found the one who is the essence of love. My life has never been the same. He took me in his arms, and he said, I am the one. No man cometh to the Father except through me, his only begotten son. Now this single mother from another single mother not only has a father, but I also have a brother. I know I look just like my father because he created me in his image. In the beginning was the word, is the beginning of my lineage. His name is G and O, the way he makes me feel. He's just that D. In case you didn't know, he's that deal. I've stopped looking for love, and instead I look to God to teach me what real love is. And you would think I would know the definition of love before I had 2 kids. See, I never had many female friends because I didn't trust women. I thought women couldn't be trusted because trust wasn't in them. Every woman I tried to be friends with betrayed me. All the women I befriended stole my money, my clothes, and my men. They played me. I didn't trust other women because I knew I could not be trusted. I'd stab another woman in the back in a minute and leave her busted and disgusted. Don't trust another woman farther than you can throw her. That's what my mama taught me, and her granny taught her. Her best friend had sex with my mother's boyfriend, and then she tried to fight her when they caught her. Slumber parties weren't happening when I was growing up because my mama didn't like too many women in her house. Mama said women couldn't hold ice water because they're always running their mouths. I would let a woman do my hair, but I wouldn't tell her my business because I knew if I did, the whole salon would be all up in it. I would watch real close from under the dryer and look at all the other women who came in, and I could see in the salon, I knew who was and who wasn't wearing their real hair. If I saw a woman walk in the door thinking she looked good, I thought, who does she think she is? Miss Thing thinks she got going on, and in reality, she did. I saw women who were flawless, but refused to pay a compliment. All I could focus on was where she bought her clothes and where she bought her weave and how much money she spent. I could rock that outfit, and it would look so much better on me. I couldn't keep female friends because I had too much jealousy. I was a player hater. I hated the player and the game. I hated a woman at first sight before I even knew her name. I was a trip, but I thank God for choosing to use me. He called me out to be a real woman, not the little girl I used to be. One day, a woman invited me to her church to hear her preach on her trial sermon day, and I went just to check it out. Okay, actually, I went just so I could hate. I don't even remember what she said because I was sitting on the edge of my seat, and all I know is I started crying, and I felt like she was talking to me. I walked down the aisle, and my whole outlook changed, and God spoke to me at the aisle, and he called me by my name. He said, "Woman, I created you to be the best. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. So why do you hate yourself? I told you to love your neighbor as yourself, but this you cannot do. You cannot love someone else until you learn how to love you." The tears rolled down my face as I heard God speak. Then the woman stood in front of me and put her arms around me. She said, "I love you." She didn't even know my name. And those 3 words took away an entire lifetime of pain. She asked me if I had accepted Christ as my Lord and Savior, and I shook my head. She said, "He came and he died, but he didn't stay dead." She said, "He died and rose again to pay the penalty for my sins. And if I would believe and receive, I could eternally live." So now I am single with a purpose because God has a plan for my life. He promised me if I was faithful to him first, he would teach me how to be a wife. He that finds a good wife, who finds a wife finds a good thing, and then he is blessed. But that means the woman has to be a wife already when he finds her, not a hot mess. I used to get upset and wonder if I would ever be wed, but God doesn't need to send you a husband when you're already sleeping in another man's bed. You see, God whispered in my ear, and let me make this very clear. He wrote it on my heart so that I would not forget. He said, when you settle for less than God's best, you let him know that you are not ready yet. So I did it God's way and let him take his time. I searched for love and found the love of a lifetime. He sent me a pure, true love that is truly divine. For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth on him should not perish, but have eternal life. I said yes, and ever since that day, God sent women into my life to help show me his way. Now I am a woman with a purpose because God is the head of my life, and love covers a multitude of sins while hatred throws up strife. I have many women friends and relationships I never thought would have existed. Now, not only do I call women my friends, I call them my sisters.
That's nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Wow, beautiful, wonderful.
Okay. Brother, okay, we have a few people I see here. Are we having anyone else that's reading? Jamul, is that how you say your name? Unmute your mic for me, dear.
Hi, good morning, everybody. My name is Jemuel. I write under the pseudonym Soul Chat, Master of the Art of Heart Speak, because there's a lot of other soul chats out there.
Okay. Are you going to be reading for us, reciting?
Yes, I have a piece or two.
Please share.
Okay, let's see here. Where do I start? I have so much poetry that I've been writing, especially since the pandemic began.
Mm-hmm.
But since this month is also pointing to mental health awareness, I'm going to start off with this one. It's called Broken Spirit.
Okay.
Broken Spirit. Sometimes I feel like an eagle, waiting on a ledge, ready to take flight. But today, I feel like a kiwi. I cannot fly. Sometimes I feel nothing but numbness and pain, I freeze in time like a snowflake falling in the rain. Try as I will to do as I must. It seems it's never enough. It's never enough, like my efforts are in vain. My mind wanders, my soul is adrift. Sometimes I think I must end this existence. I feel like I just should quit. I'm giving up at the end of my rope, lost that sense of direction, like there's no hope. It's like this entire life has been one big cruel joke. Happiness, love, they elude me, even though often I smile and laugh. But I feel like I've been dead inside for quite a while. This man, the boy, the child are within a sealed grave, and there's nothing left that's worthy enough to save. I would ask you for help, but I don't even know what I need. Sometimes I wish I could bleed away my grief. Where can I find solace? I have found none in temple work or wifery. No study has distilled my disturbed mind, yet I go to work daily. It seems somehow I still manage to function. I'm trying my best, but I am not the swiftest of eagles. Today I am a kiwi, barely balancing a seat on the edge. God help me now.
Very good.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very good, very good. Okay, I think the next person would be Brother Idran.
All right.
Am I saying your name properly?
Yeah. Indran, that's good. That's
Okay.
good. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to have to leave, unfortunately, in a few minutes, so I
Okay, no
appreciate the
problem.
chance. I'm going to read one more poem then from 10,000 Steps. Hang on, I'll just look for the poem. I thought I had it right here. And the book is a book of political love poems, I would say, and it was written during the 2020 campaign against the orange-haired tyrant in the United States. But it's also written, obviously, during the pandemic. This one's called Soul Rising. And you can find the book on the publisher Broadstone Books. There, Soul Rising. I miss you, something fierce. I have to tell my bones to stop shaking, to calm down, that there is something called work, poetry, cleaning the room, getting food together, attending to mother, reading fine print and polling, picking up the phone, cold calling a Texan in the name of participatory democracy, the nations and the earth's soul and the dream, jostling about in the coffin, thinking the time is now to break down the wood, pierce the earth, slide out to walk abroad again through these United States. Soul Rising. Thank you very much to everyone.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much. It's been a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
Beautiful,
All right.
beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is.
All the best to you all, and until the next time, yeah? Thank you.
Thanks. Take care.
Okay, now.
Oh, that was lovely. Oh, we lost Courtney again? Okay, I was gonna try to get, oh, there you are, Courtney.
I am here.
So I'm gonna poke you again. You're gonna share some poetry because Courtney is an undercover poet, you know.
I know. He said he was going to shut up today. I don't know what is happening.
I'm gonna tease you, Courtney. Come on.
No, I'm just like kind of exhausted from this appointment, So I came with intention to relax, I wasn't
Okay.
even gonna come on the show, but because I made a promise, and I told you guys that I'll be like about 20 minutes late, which I was. So,
Okay. We understand. No problem.
We understand. We'll give you a break this time.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Okay. I have a short piece here. I think it's my, okay, yes.
It's
my
your
turn.
turn.
It's called Boom, Boom, Boom. Oh, it's from I have another book published too. I don't usually promote myself, so you got to excuse me for forgetting. It's, okay, let me see how I work this thing. You're not going to see it. I don't know. It's not meant for you to see it. There you go.
Okay.
But it's called The Poetic Storm, Volume 2, and it's available
Oh.
on Amazon.
Congrats.
All right. Boom, boom, boom. Don't worry about me. I'm happy. I'm free. Boom, boom, boom. My very existence defies any resistance of who I was created to be. Boom,
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 boom.
boom. There you go. Give me room or stand aside. No time for energy vampires, egos, or false pride. Boom, boom, boom.
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 It's hard for you to figure out what I am all about as you try to define the reality of me. Boom, boom, boom. Open your eyes. Peer deeply inside. We are the Big Bang. Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
Thank you. That was fun. I got to do that another time.
Yeah, you do.
Yes.
Lesson. Okay, so we're going to go to the next. Who's the next person, Sister Beverly?
Okay, thank you. This
You're
one is entitled My Mom, the Global Traveler. My mom had been traveling since I was a baby. When she first went to England to join my dad over 55 plus years ago. Can you imagine how trip was like for a young Belizean woman with a 9-month-old baby? Later in life, my mom took her 3 young daughters to every church excursion, whether it was to Cancun, Guatemala, Mexico, and even America. We were always traveling. Of course, my dad's surveying job took us to every village in the country of Belize, where his girls proudly held his tape and walked the line, feeling quite accomplished when we were called, "It is now your turn to assist." My sister's David job had her station in many parts of the world. So of course, my mom went with her. Guam, Italy, Hawaii, and different parts of America. So now my mom has retired and have lots of times on her hand. She chooses to return to Belize with her family and friends, swim in the river, on the sea, visit the baboon sanctuary, and wherever she can go. Despite her cancer scare in 2019, the COVID-19 pandemic, multiple pneumonia scares, my mom successfully survived, and vacations in Jamaica and Mexico with her great-granddaughter Jazari. On March of last year, my mom enjoyed her first surprise birthday party. Her daughter Roxanne cooked a wonderful meal and she was able to spend time with her grandkids. Naveen Joy, Amani Mia, Imani Cassidy, and the rest of the family. When she returns to America, she will go back with my aunt and Marty Bell. She imparts words of wisdom and nuggets of Creole bread, potato pudding, and split peas and tea. I am sure my mom will be here when I visit Africa shortly. So as she has been with me to every poetry event in Cairo, Belize, and Antigua, I am proud to call my mom, Jean Marin, the global traveler, who enjoys cruises, zoos all over the world. She brightens the world with her kind, warm smiles and generous nature. And she always brings back something for someone wherever she travels. I love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you.
That's beautiful.
Aww.
That was beautiful. Aw. Okay, let's see. Who's next? Sister Ahava?
Ava, yeah.
I am ready. This piece is called Womanist Theology. Licensed and ordained as an evangelist, I never fathomed the span of my gifts would expose me and my family to unspeakable danger. Thus, I answered my call to serve not with joy, but in anger. Fresh out of seminary, submerged in ministry, I did not ask to call me. Newlywed and a new mother, I would have gladly bowed to another, someone more equipped to take my place. But like Jonah, Daniel, and the lions, then the Hebrew boys in the fiery furnace, I submitted to God's grace. I studied to show myself approved. I learned to rightly divide the word of truth. I learned to walk by faith and not by sight. I learned to be strong in the power of his might, a living, breathing theological encyclopedia filled to the brim. As the deer panteth for the water, my soul panteth for him. Yet I feel like God wanted more than I was willing to give. I put in years, gave blood, sweat, and tears, but my prayers did not allow my dying son to live. So like Naomi, I felt lost and alone. My family sold everything we owned. I obediently followed God's call to our next ministry assignment, feeling less like a missionary and more like a prisoner living in solitary confinement. I was wounded and broken. I felt like every word spoken brought death and destruction into my life. I wanted to be God's faithful daughter, my husband's good wife, but the life of the Proverbs 31 woman eluded me. I felt like the blessings of Deuteronomy 28 never included me. I searched for answers in all the biblical books, chapters, and verses while I lived out the Deuteronomy 28 life, not according to the blessings, but the curses. And just as Eve, the mother of all living, stood naked in the Garden of Eve, I gazed at my face, interrogated the intersections of theology defined by the intertextuality of gender, class, and race, and I found it was me who was lacking. It wasn't some invisible enemy who kept attacking. Me, myself, and I were my own worst enemies. The Most High was faithful. I asked to go, and he sent me. Abba never promised me my invitation to ministry came with guarantees. My interpretation of my situation was as legalistic as the Pharisees and the Sadducees. Ministry transcends invitational rhetoric and revokes performance of ethnography. In these pedagogical frames lies my womanist theology.
Wow.
Whoa. Whoa. Yes, yes, yes. So, now say. That's right. Snap it, Sister Bella. Snap it.
Wow.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I'm telling you, on fire today. Wait,
Yeah.
wait, I blaze, port your blaze. Okay, let's see who's next. You threw me off. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
Jemuel is
Love
next.
it, love it. Yes, Jemuel is next.
That a fire for we. That a
And
fire
then-
for we. For
And then we can do
Goes
one
off.
more round after Jemuel. Short poems only.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds good.
All right then. I'd like to talk about where I'm from. The area specifically. This one is entitled Peace in the Village. Peace in the village. Nothing happens on my street until something happens on my street. Question, is morning glory even within the boundaries of PIV? Nothing has ever happened here. That is until a few years ago, they found a body ditched in the drain down the lane behind SV Technical High. The police news reported their surmise he was murdered elsewhere. That's the first and the last time I can remember so many troopers were around. It's usually a random run-through patrol style. The police have only sat on the block during pop shot season. Those dynamite explosions tend to mask the sounds of the gunman's battery, displacing the life of another victim. Nothing happens on my street until something happens on my street. It's like we've been forgotten. The city doesn't see us. They miss the repeat garbage dumpers violating right in front of the sign describing the fines for dumping garbage. The department doesn't know about fires burning until it's someone's tenement or household, single mother with X amount of children. We live in the shadows of the Belcan Bridge, starting at its feet, steeped in Southside culture. I don't know which gang's colors run its politics, but it's an extension of the Belizean ghetto, where a queer balance must be achieved for survival. Try not to pull too much attention to yourself, but you got to let people know you live here. Sometimes you got to come outside, pin some clothes on the line, turn up the Fire Stick TV, make some noise. I'm surprised. I've surprised so many who thought nobody lived at this house. I'm used to strange youths from my yard, and for someone who doesn't eat hamans, my backyard is filled with haman seed. There's a grove of trees around the corner, just like the ones I've uprooted. I guess that's just the ghetto trying to affect me. Unlike my downscale upstairs neighbor whose music and domestic relations scream sober, drunk, sober, high. But nothing ever happens on my street. I've been here for years. Let me tell you what I perceive. There's a few areas I haven't seen. I've never been to the infamous barbershop. Only heard about the dangerous riverside rats. The rule is if you're not from here, don't come here. Do not be in a tainted taxi cab who took a wrong turn because he couldn't understand your directions. It's about to be 50 guys from out of nowhere to bomb rush the vehicle. Nobody wants to drive by. But hot joyrides pass through all the time on weekends, picking up dates on Fridays to be dropped off back on Sunday morning. Young ladies hopping in vehicles with blue plates. Don't worry about the gas, baby. The government got this. I've overheard strolling 5-year-olds tease each other about whose man I am. How is it that that discussion is important to these little girls? I'm not trying to be looked at in any way, but if you're too well dressed, you're labeled as gay and they hate you. I've seen a crack fiend hold down job after security job, plus balance a gambling habit with a deteriorating lifestyle. Meanwhile, the white lady makes zombies of others. Umpteen years and there's been no real change, although we've been switching parliamentary representation. Long-standing Mr. Sediment was replaced with Mr. Chicken Seasoning. Sometimes I wish my street was paved, but pretty drains and pavements seem to be the backdrop for bloodstains. It's okay. Perhaps we should leave the streets the way they are, because there's already been too much happening on my street in this deceitfully peaceful village. Peace in the village.
What a dose of reality. Whoa. Okay, Flavius. So do we still have time to do one poem each, or Flavius?
Hello?
Yeah, do we still have time to do one poem each, or are we wrapping it
One
up?
shot, yeah, one shot poem each.
One shot.
Okay, I'll throw one out then since I think it's my turn. Yeah. I have a brief one called World of a Poet. The flow of my pen, over and over again, the soul spills its ink, feeling the power that can devour the path taken to be here. Revel in the words marinated in nouns, adjectives, and verbs, revealing the thoughts within. Readers need not beware. Shed your doubts and or cares. It's okay to let the vibes sink in. Welcome to the world of a poet. Lessons. Thank you. Thank you. See you snapping down there. Okay, the next person would be Sister Beverly. Go right ahead with your one shot.
Okay. Hi, this one is called Don't Miss Me. Don't miss me when I'm gone, and don't be alone. As you didn't love me when I was here, I wasn't important to you. Don't buy a huge bouquet of flowers, the most expensive casket. Don't give a show after I have left. You couldn't repair my house when I was here and it was leaking. You couldn't give me food when I needed medication. You couldn't do all those things because you were into their life. Don't spend a mountain of money for my wake. Don't invite the band and have a big party. When I was here and I needed you, you were not available for me. I had no light, no table, no food. My favorite child, where were you? I was forced to spend my last days alone, sick, and at lodging with someone else because you were not available. Children, show your love and support now for your elders when they are still here with you. Assist them in whatever way you can. Sometimes all we need is a phone call or a visit. Don't stand in front of an open hole, life giving to the world all your tears. They are gone. They are no longer here. Please remember, our elders leave us now. When we were young, they were here for us. This is for all those who are not doing what they should do. Thanks to all the parents. We appreciate, love, and support you for all you have done and are continuing to do for your family. Don't miss me. Thank you. Happy Mother's Day.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay, I think everybody went.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody went, yes? Yes. Flavors,
Yeah.
back at
Okay.
you. We all went.
Okay, let's close off now. We are way over time. But I want to thank you all very much again, for coming and have given us such a wonderful exhibition of poetry.
Thank
really,
you.
really outstanding poetry. And
Beautiful.
of course, we'll be inviting you back soon.
Definitely.
Bev will make the arrangement and
Thank you.
try and get the other people to come.
Yeah, true, definitely.
Appreciate the invitation.
Yeah, man. So,
Beautiful.
and thank you all. Thank you, Max. Thank you, Courtney. So
Blessings.
until next time.
Thanks, guys.
Okay. Any last word, Max?
Well, as always, I'd like to say, remember, we're all in this thing called life together. Namaste and one love.
Bev?
Thank you guys for coming. Jamal, Ava, Adrian, thanks, and for the others who couldn't be here, hopefully see you next time. Have a beautiful day. Happy Mother's Day to all mothers.
And Courtney?
Yes, just although I've been late, so I'll just say thanks to the Belizean poets. Thanks to you and Max Flavius for such an exciting program that I came and saw. And just big ups to the Real Stuff podcast. Back to you.
Ava?
Thank you so much for the invitation. I enjoyed sharing and I enjoyed listening. It was a Caribbean experience. Blessings.
Thank you. Jemuel?
Respect to everybody. Thanks, Beverly Marin, for the invite. She's been trying to get us on for a while. I almost didn't make it today, but I was glad I was able to make it today, and I look forward to being back to share more.
Wonderful.
Don't forget Bella. Thanks
Bella.
for being here, Bella.
Yeah, Bella, unmute and say something. Say something.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Very welcome. So until next time, we are off.
You lead us to Fula. You belong far away away. Ajugwala lebobu seru. Lida mua, lida sungfula. Lida mua, lida sungfula.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know I send me a fickle flea. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi hide like a thief in the night. Me I fi get out of sight. Me I fi take away myself. I fi take away myself. I have to utilize I will.